Good day. This is the week one assignment on data visualization and creative report writing. In this assignment, I will be discussing about the royal family I'm from. The royal family is called the AdeolaA1 of Ijebu land, and that has been a royal throne that has been ruled by the Ajais. Now, introduction. So, this is the introduction. I am from a family background with a royal heritage which has continued to rule a town called Odoshengolu in Ijebu local government area of Ogun State, which is in Nigeria. My forefathers, the Ajais, who were known to be warriors and hunters in the 17th century, actually, born in Ijebu but decided to migrate to a town called Odoshengolu. In 1759, right from 1759, they became the only royal family to dominate the kingship of the town of Odoshengulu because they were the first set of people that settled there. Now, the essence of this presentation is to visualize my family royal heritage on how education has actually impacted the royal orientation and reduction in the number of wives and children of each king during their reign. So, first generation, which actually started in the 17th century, a small, which started in a small town because they were the first set of people to settle there. Now, the king was King Oshibanwo Ajayi the first. Now, who at that time was installed as the AdeolaA1 of Odoshengolu. Now, he was immediately attached with 10 wives, being the then tradition of the town. He gave birth to 22 children. Lack of formal education during their generation had a serious negative impact on the way they lived. So let's go ahead and see the second generation. This is my great-grandfather, the king called Matomi Ajayi, who was the last of all the sons took over the throne in 1920 and reigned for 30 years. He was an educated man with a bachelor's degree in business administration. He had 5 wives with 15 children. My grandfather, King Philip Ajayi, took over the throne in 1950 and reigned for 47 years. And with 3 wives and 9 children. My grandfather went beyond bachelor's degree and became the first to be a master's degree holder in the family lineage. That's you can tell that the more educated they are, the lesser wives they decide to have, and the lesser kids they produced over time. So now, after the demise of my grandfather, my father, King Adetayo Ajayi, ascended the throne in 1997, and with 2 wives and 4 children. You can see now that the number of wives are reducing and the number of children are reducing too. Now, this man went beyond master's degree and he came up with PhD. Now, he has been able to impact the knowledge and as needed in the royal lineage. Now, this is the Excel presentation. The Excel visual shows the number of years that they are going to reign, that they have reigned. Now, my father, I projected that he's going to stay 55 years because he's a very elderly man, and this is someone who cares about his health too. Now, this is the number of wives during their reign. Now, this is Google Doc visuals. You can tell the first Hubba, which I call the king, did have a lot of wives compared to the number of kings. It's reducing every day now. Every time a new person gets there, it gets reduced. So this is the infographic. This is the infographic that represents the number of children they produced over time. You can tell with the red that my first grandfather, my first great-grandfather, they had a lot of wives then. So this is the tableau visualization of the education that he attained. You can tell that my father is high there, and this is the countries where they had their education. You can tell that my father had his education in US, and one other king had his education in US. The one that had his education in Nigeria had no much impact. Well, this is the representation. So I want to say thank you for listening. Thank you.